Okay, now so I repeat again that this aircon, I can say that it consists of three main parts. Yeah, three main parts. The first I call compressor. Yeah, this part is compressor. And then the second indoor installation lah. Saya cakap ya indoor installation. This one. And the third is outdoor installation. This one. Jadi outdoor itulah yang condenser, selalunya pun compressor include in the outdoor unit. And indoor, yang ini indoor, ya, main is we can call evaporator. Ya, nih. Nah, I'll discuss in here. Okay, ya, look here. Ya, ini yang tadi. And ini, this one is more detail lah. Ya, ini. Okay, I explain start from the evaporator. Yang part ini ya, evaporator. Ya. Nah, in this evaporator, ya evaporator refrigerant, ya refrigerant vapor. I call refrigerant vapor ya. Dia dalam bentuk-bentuk dia refrigerant ya. Untuk yang pendingin itu penyejuk, refrigerant vapor will observe the heat air. Ya, dia observe heat air from our room. Maknanya our room yang nak kita sejukkan. Ya, heat refrigerant vapor observe ya, atau buang, dia akan membuangkan, yang mana buang nanti observe the heat air from our room. Ya, in the same time, ya kita tengok di sini ada blower, ya blower or refrigerant or evaporator fan blows, ya the cooling air. Itu ya kan ada, kalau kita selalu kan kipas on kan ada terasa dia tube ya. Nah itu dia blows the air cooling air in our room. Ya. Nah and then after that, yang tadi refrigerant vapor is changed to be gas with the low temperature and low pressure. Maknanya dia pergi kemari. Yang ini dia pergi kemari. How boleh dia pergi? Sebab di sini ada compressor. Ya, this compressor will compress the gas ya from this evaporator with low temperature and low pressure to be gas with high pressure and high temperature. And then after that flow lah through this tube. Ya, inilah pergi ke yang dia outdoor in the condenser. Ya, dalam condenser itu kan ada fan juga. And then after that, ini kan compressor on ya. The main compressor ya will move fluid from one part to the other part. Jadi kompresor terus bekerja ya. Pas bekerja dia on. Okay, and then flow through here. Dekat sini nanti ada kita panggil dengan orifill tube. Nah, this orifill tube will change the gas with the high pressure and high temperature to be cool liquid. Ya, cool liquid with low. Ya, low dia punya low temperature. And then goes to here. Ya, by the expansion valve. Ya, will control the tadi ya liquid. Ya, goes to the evaporator. Ya, and will change to be vapor. Nah, ini dia punya operation lah daripada aircon yang kita ada. Okay, now we want to look at part yang tadi saya sudah explain. Okay, nah so in the physical of the air conditioner, that device or equipment can be divided by two parts. The first is mechanical component. Inilah yang kompresor, condenser, receiver. Ya receiver yang ini ya. Ya receiver. Liquid refrigerant control. Yang ini expansion valve. And then evaporator. Inilah evaporator. Okay, and then we can see that here any fan, motor, relay and the others, we can call the device as electrical components. That they are they're divided by electrical compressor motor. Jadi nanti kita bincang ada motor, ada kompresor. Kompresor itu ada berapa jenis sekarang? Selalu kompresor itu guna motor ya. To compress ada piston, ya to move, to dia sedot, kemudian dia tendangkan keluar. Ya, the fluid tadi. Okay, and then compressor, contactor or relay, ya compressor starter, overload protection, capacitor, potential relay, pressure switch, evaporator fan motor, condenser fan motor, and evaporator fan relay. Nah, ini semua yang electrical component in the air conditioner, ya, in the cooling system yang kita ada selalu tengok dalam bilik-bilik kita. Ini dia. Nah, dari kok. Okay, we can look at part especially for the mechanical ya. How to tadi ada compressor goes to the condenser, kemudian kita ada ori-fill tube, lalu ada expansion valve, kemudian ada evaporator. Nah, ini kita tengok satu-satu. So I repeat again. This one is compressor. Compressor is a pumping device used in a mechanical refrigerant system to change the weak working fluid, refrigerant, vapor gas with low pressure and temperature, evaporator to be gas with high pressure and temperature, condenser. This gas is flowed to the condenser through the tube. Thus, primary function of compressor is to establish a pressure difference in the system to create a flow of the refrigerant from one part to the system to other part. Jadi ini tadi, ini tengok ini compressor. What is the main function? The main function is to compress or to move fluid from one part to the others. Ya, kita boleh cakap from one part, from this one lah. Ya, to the others, flow through here. Ya, ini ada expansion valve yang kontrol dia punya flow. Ya, inilah dia compressor. Ya, this compressor, because from here tadi the refrigerant gas, will be changed. After the room to be cool, and then the refrigerant vapor change to be gas. Will flow through here. When flow through here, the gas is compressed by this compressor. From here to here. Here is low temperature and low pressure. Goes to here with the high temperature and high pressure. This function of the compressor. And then we can see. Some part of the compressor, this one. Ini yang kalau kita punya aircon yang besar. Selalunya stand-nya macam ini kipas pun ada dekat atas. Nah so kita tengok part kompresor inilah dia, kompresornya. Nah kompresor inilah yang sekarang ini dia operate using motor using motor. Ini dia. Nah kita boleh tengok. Nah ini yang kompresor jenis type of the compressor using belt. Jadi itu sambung dia belt ini, ketika dia tarik kemari, ini ada piston. Dia ada piston, dia akan turun, mana dia akan sedot dia punya fluid tadi, kemudian naik balik, dia akan tendang, dia akan discharge. Nah, inilah dia. Kalau yang ini, dia move dia guna motor, using motor. ya Yoshi motong lah to move the piston. Ya, jadi kalau gini dia bergerak macam ini, piston akan sedot, ya, masa kemari piston akan tekan. So mananya dia akan sedot the fluid from here, ya, goes here, and dia tolak, dia punya fluid pergi keluar, ya, discharge. Means here come from the evaporator, same. Here come from the evaporator and discharge here, the fluid goes to the condenser. Ya, ini ya mananya. Inilah kompresor. Okay, and then tadi discharge goes to the condenser. This one condenser. The condenser change, ya, or cool the gas to be high pressure liquid and flows it to the orific tube. Inilah dia yang inilah dia yang condenser. Ya, condenser. Dia in from the evaporator, ya, refrigerant gas. Ini ya, dari evaporator. Ya, goes or in the small tube in the condenser, and then goes out, ya, to the tube will goes to the orifill tube and valve and goes to the back to the evaporator. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this same part of the condenser. Okay, now so look at orific tube. Ya, orific tube. Nah, orific tube ini agak-agaknya dia letak dia dekat sini. Ini ada sini part orific tube. Ya, di sini. Okay, now so what the function of the orific tube? We can see. Yeah, orific tube, the higher pressure liquid is changed to be low pressure cooling liquid. Jadi mananya, kalau tadi ini kan masih still high lagi, high pressure and high temperature. Ya, the orifill tube in here will be changed to be low. Ya, will low temperature and low pressure to be cool liquid. Ya, here. Yeah, and then until in here arriving to expansion valve. We can see the function expansion valve. Yeah, look at expansion valve. So in this one, it controls the flow of cooling liquid from the orific tube and change it to be vapor when it leaves the expansion valve and goes to evaporator. Dia punya valve, ya. Jadi mananya kalau tengok the overall sini dekat sini tadi, dia from here orific tube here and then goes to the expansion valve, will control, ya, the gas, the cooling liquid here, and then spray here to be vapor, ya, here, and then goes to the evaporator, and then back lah the operation principle of the aircon, ya. Okay, and then last, arriving the evaporator, ya, this one evaporator. Ini kan selalu kalau kita buka indoor, ya, bagian indoor tadi, ya, kita buka katukan macam ini, dia kan macam ada kisi-kisi macam ini, ya. Kemudian ada cup-cup. Nah, itulah dia to flow the gas, the refrigerant vapor. Ya, inilah dia. Nah, so the refrigerant vapor observe the heat air from our room, and then blower or evaporator fan will flow the cooling air, ya, to our room. Okay, and then it is we can see, yeah, before we have discussed about the mechanical component and also electrical component, ya. We can see here lah. For example, this one is motor ini, ya, motor. And then the other lah, this one is switch, ya. Yeah. And this one is leader diagram, ya, leader diagram, ya, this one. We can see here motor, and then relay. Yeah, we have relay in here. Okay, any question about this? Ada persoalan? Ada Raja? Monisa? Muhammad Hasrul? Siti Nurliana? Code
No,
please.
Doctor.
No, Muhammad. Muhammad apa nih? Ada soalan?
Tak ada doktor. Okey.
Tak ada. Mana saya, kita benda ini kadang hari-hari kita tengok, hari-hari kita rasakan dia manfaat, dia function dia. Tapi kadang kita kan tak tahu macam mana lah boleh jadi ini benda pilih saya boleh jadi sejuk. Ya kan? Saya bukan pakar ekon lah, tapi agak-agak macam itulah. Ya? Agak-agak macam itu ya, Nur Fatih? Nur Fatihah. Oke lah, kalau tak ada sikit lagi. Ya, ini kita tengok ya tengok ya. Aircon yang tadi cooling system. Ya, meaning we want to cool our room. Oke. Maknanya dekat aircon ini sendiri ada cool yang tadilah ada cool, kemudian ada hot. saya sebut macam itu. Cool maknanya yang datang yang datang dan pergi ya jadi gas tadi from the evaporator. Dan kemudian saya cakap ada hot inilah yang fat outdoor yang si condenser. Apa maknanya? Semua kan siklus. Ya cycle. Ya. Nah, so in this aircon kita ada mengenal nanti yang kita panggil dengan refrigerant cycle and heat pump. Ya, heat pump cycle. Ya, jadi ada cool dan ada heat. Nah, ini yang mau kita discuss. Dan kedua part ini yang tadi refrigerant cycle dengan heat pump cycle ya relate to the yang kita panggil Carnot engine. Ya, Carnot engine. Nah, Carnot engine maknanya ada heat yang masuk, ada work yang dia guna atau dalam ini work input nantinya ya. Kemudian ada heat yang keluar. Or in here we have low temperature, low pressure, and also nantinya kita ada high pressure, high temperature. Ya, all in the refrigerant cycle and also heat pump cycle ya, yang ini ya. Oke. Oke, pertama kita tengok ya, ini yang tajuk dia refrigerator and heat pump cycle. Yang pertama kita nak tengok refrigerator cycle. In conditioning system work based on the refrigeration cycle. Nah, ini ya. Nah, ini kalau dia blok ini blok ini, inilah yang kita panggil dengan kita boleh can be related to the Carnot engine. Ya, Carnot engine. Ada yang work di sini. Work, siapa yang work? Si kompresor tadi lah. Ini ya, kompresor. Kompresor, to move. Ya, to move the movement of the fluid ya from the low pressure, low temperature ya for the gas ya to be high temperature and high pressure. Ya, nah kita tengok ini tadi kompresor ya come from the QL means low heat. TL means low temperature from evaporator. Ya, piston move here, it is a compressor ya, and then will change to be QH here. Ya, QH means heat, high heat, and TH high temperature in the condenser. Condenser ini yang tadi outdoor, evaporator yang indoor. Ya, expansion valve inilah tadi yang to control ya. To control the fluid ya, and then change to be vapor in the evaporator. Ya. Ini sama ya, ini ya. Ini work. Yang mananya work in. Why? Because in here, in what ya? Work in here, in what nanti ya? Kita in what? Work itu kan selalunya joule. Ya, joule in here, joule per second. Ya, joule per second means what? Because need electrical. Ya, nah so nanti kita panggil di sini W in. Ya, W in ini ya. Ya, I read. The compressor does a work W to change the refrigerant vapor or gas with low pressure, ya, from here. Low pressure, low heat QL, ya, QL, and low temperature TL, ya, TL. To be gas with high pressure, high heat, QH here, ya, QH here, ya, QH, and high temperature, TH here. Yeah, yeah. The function of the compressor related to the Carnot engine, if you want to relate it to the Carnot engine. Okay, and then please look at in here. If it is S1 point, same ya, this one ya. If it is S1 point, ya like Kirchhoff current law lah. The total current input is equal to total current output. Kan macam itu ya. Nah, so QL in here, it is S point ya, compressor. QL in, W in, and then QH out. So in here, QL plus W is equal to QH. Ya, ini dia. Kita tulis ini ya. Okay, and then remember that I stated before in early section, yeah, that usually, yeah, the efficiency is equal to output power over input power. Nah, in the refrigerant and heat pump cycle, efficiency of refrigerant cycle we can call is coefficient of performance, COP. Ya, remember ya, this one COP. Now, which is defined as the heat absorbed from the cool space divided by work input compressor. So, COP is equal to QL, ya, input here, ya, divided by input work. Ya, it is COP, coefficient of performance. Ya, so COP represent R in here indicate refrigeration ya, because we have after that heat pump. COP R in here, QL over W. And look at here, yeah, QL plus W is equal to QH. Or from here we can write W is equal to QH minus QL ya. So this formula can be written like this one. Ya, ini ya. COPR is equal to QL over W. And W can be written ya from here QH minus QL. Ya. Nah, so from here for the numerator all can be divided by QL. Mean here can be written QH over QL minus QL over QL. QL over QL is equal to 1. Yeah, in here. Or if you want to write here 1, yeah, look at here. Yeah, yeah. The numerator can be written, yeah, QH minus QL is equal to QL multiply QH over QL minus 1, yeah, and then QL numerator divided by the QL denominator habis ya, jadi tinggal 1. Sorry ya, saya explain bagi mulut aja, tapi silah pahamkan ya, itu ya. Bab saya pun nak tulis pun susah juga. Oke, itulah dia for the refrigerant cycle. And then for the heat pump, ya, sebab ini ada cool dengan ada heat generator. The difference is their purpose. Ya, the purpose of refrigerator is to absorb heat from the cool space. Ya, to keep it the desired low temperature TL. Oke, ini baliknya, the purpose of heat pump is to transfer heat to heated space to keep it desired heat temperature TH. Ya, mananya kalau refrigerant ya to observe the heat from our room, yeah, and then to give cool. But to the heat pump, yeah, to give heat to our room, yeah, to our room. Now, so our room to be high temperature, okay. Now, so the COP HP, yeah, HP in here indicate heat pump is equal to QH over W. Ya, QH over W. Ya. Nah, so is equal to COP HP is equal to QH over W is equal to QH minus QL. Nah, same QH minus QL here can be written, ya, QH, ya, multiply 1 minus QL over QH, ya. Nah, QH atas, ya, denominator divided by QH bawah, denominator ya, atas numerator tadi ya. Nah, jadi habis ya, jadi 1. Nah, so can be written like this one lah, 1 over 1 minus QL over QH. Okay, and then remember, ya, in here, QL, QH, ya, related to the TL and TH. Nah, so this formulation can be written to be ya, COP, ya, heat pump is equal to 1 over 1 minus TL over TH, ya. TL is low temperature, ya, in the evaporator. TH is high temperature, ya, from the condenser, ya, this one. Okay, now we have the relationship between tadi refrigerant cycle and heat pump cycle. So COP, ya, related to the refrigerant and heat pump is given by this one. Ya, COP heat pump is equal to COP refrigerant plus 1, ya. Ini ya, relationship. Oke, kita tengok dua example last ini ya. Example 1, ya, example 4 in here. A refrigeration cycle, ya, is used to keep a food department at minus 15 degree Celsius. Ya, this one ya, temperature minus 15 degree Celsius. The total heat gain to the food department is estimated to be 1,500 kilojoule per hour. And the heat rejection condenser is 2,600 kilojoule per hour. Yeah. Now, so from here we can write lah that this one, yeah, refrigerant it is for the low temperature, yeah, minus 15 degrees Celsius. And 1,500 kilojoule per hour, this one is low heat QL. And 2,600 kilojoule per hour in here is high heat QH. Now, the first we want to find the power input to compressor in kilowatt. Yeah, this one. The second, calculate COP of refrigerator. Yeah. So the first we want to find the power input. Yeah, W. Yeah, W. Now, so we can find using this formula. Ya, using the formula. Ya, formula ini yang dari ini tadi. Ya. QL plus W is equal to QH. Ya, QL plus W is equal to QH. Nah, so from here we can write W in. Ya, in, ya, because look at this one. this input, work input, in here power, because in the unit in watt. W in is equal to QH minus QL. So 2600 kilojoule per hours minus tolak 1500 kilojoule per hours. To be here. 1100 kilojoule per hours. Remember this one. When we want to convert to be watt, remember 1 hours is equal to 3600 seconds. So this one 1100 over 3600 seconds. Now so you need to be kilojoule per second. And then remember joule per second is watt. Now so 1100 divided by 3600, we obtain 0.306 kilowatt. Now this one is W in, power input. And then when we want to find the COP, please use this formulation. Formulation come from here. So COPR is equal to QL over W in. Low heat 1500 kilojoule per hours. Divided by W in. Nah, ini unit dia kena sama, kita ambil yang kilojoule per hours. Kilojoule per hour kan yang ini saja sampai sini yang ini Yang ini. So 1500 kilojoule per hours divided by 1100 kilojoule per hours. We obtain 1.36. 1.36. Inilah COPR. Okay. Last example. Saya habiskan dulu Ini dah. An electric resistant heater with a power consume 2 kilowatt is used to heat a room at 25 degrees Celsius. Mananya ini kan power. Power. Power, tapi dia is as can be converted to be heat joule per second. 25 degrees Celsius in here is as high temperature. When the other temperature is 0.0 degrees Celsius. Refer this one, figure. Calculate the COP and power input of the heater. Mananya ini ada heater. Heater is construct from the resistant element with the input power, input here 2 kilowatt. In here, 2 kilowatt. Mean 2 kilowatt here is as high heat, QH. And then 25 degrees Celsius in here is high temperature. And outside in here, 0 degrees Celsius is as low temperature. When we use this formula, remember temperature unit in Kelvin. Namanya we want to convert to Kelvin, the degree Celsius should be added by 273 Kelvin. Okay. So the first we want to find COP. COP heat. Ini pasal heat yang tadi pasal cool. So COP heat pump is equal to 1 over 1 minus TL over TH. Kita guna formula yang ini. Yang ini Yang ini. Low temperature is 0 degree. Mananya 0 degree, convert to Kelvin, 0 plus 273 Kelvin. Ini dapatnya 273 Kelvin. Over TH, high temperature, 25 degree Celsius. 25 plus 270 Kelvin. Nah, so to be 298 Kelvin. So COP heat pump ya is equal to 11.92. After obtaining the value of COP, we can find the input power. Ya, input power. Ya, using this formula. COP is equal to QH over W in. Ya, yang ini ya. COP is equal to QH over W in. Ya. So W in is equal to QH over CO PHP. QH 2 kilowatt over 11.92 equal to 0.17 kilowatt. Ya. Nah, itulah dia. Oke, ada apa-apa soalan? Any question?